Title: I found my brother's journal after he passed, and it broke me. I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe to vent. Maybe because I feel like the weight of this is crushing me, and I don't know where else to put it. Maybe because the world feels too silent when it should be screaming. A few months ago, my brother, Jake, died. I can barely type the words without my hands shaking. He wasn't just my older brother. He was my hero, my best friend, the one person who made me feel like I wasn't just drifting through life unnoticed. Jake was magnetic. You'd meet him and feel like you'd known him forever. He had this way of lighting up a room just by being in it. People always loved him, but I don't think they ever truly knew him. Not like I thought I did. After the funeral, I went to his apartment to help clean up. Mom couldn't handle it, and Dad, well, he left years ago. It was just me. As I sorted through his things, I found a leather-bound journal under his bed. I didn't even know he kept one. Jake was the type to joke about how brooding introspection wasn't his thing. I almost didn't open it. Part of me felt like it wasn't my place. But curiosity and desperation won. I thought maybe it would be full of silly doodles or random thoughts. Something to make me feel closer to him again. But it wasn't that. It was a collection of letters. Letters to no one, or maybe everyone. They were raw, jagged pieces of him that he'd never shown the world. As I read, the words pulled me into a side of Jake I'd never seen. He wrote about how alone he felt, even in a crowded room. How he'd mastered the art of making people laugh because it distracted them from seeing his cracks. How he hated looking in the mirror because he didn't recognize the person staring back. He talked about me. Lily doesn't know how much she saves me just by being around. She looks up to me, but if she knew what a failure I am, she'd stop. I can't let her see how broken I am. I have to stay her hero, even if it's all a lie. I broke down. I wanted to scream at him, to tell him he was wrong, that he was never a failure, that he was my whole world. But it was too late. The entries got darker as the pages went on. He talked about the weight he carried, the nights he spent staring at the ceiling, wondering if anyone would truly miss him if he disappeared. And then the final entry. I'm tired, I'm so tired. I've been fighting this storm for so long, and I just don't have the strength anymore. Maybe this is selfish, maybe it's cruel, but I hope, in some twisted way, this will give everyone a chance to let go of me before they realize how much of a burden I am. I love you, Lily. You'll never know how much. I read that last line over and over until the words blurred through my tears. I can't stop thinking about how I didn't see it, how someone who seemed so full of life was struggling so deeply just beneath the surface, how I didn't hug him harder the last time I saw him. Jake was my son, and now he's gone, and I don't know how to navigate the darkness without him. If you're reading this and you feel like Jake did, please talk to someone, anyone. You don't have to fight alone. And if you're like me, left holding the pieces of someone you loved, all I can say is hold on to their light, even if it's faint.